My name is Dr.Andrea Sears. Please like and subscribe. Today, I want to speak about April Jace. Let's talk, family and friends. At this moment, the unmitigated truth makes a difference. The great President John F. Kennedy said, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live them. How would you define the stunningly beautiful April Jace? She was a biracial, black and white woman, a 2011 world champion in the women who ranged across 35 years, 4 times 100 rhythmic pattern relay, educated at the California State University in Fullerton. April had 3 lovely children and was a splendid wife and mother in every way. We can draw alleviation that when Ernest Hemingway said, "The world breaks everyone, and afterwards, some are strong at the broken places." April remembered, and it's May 19th, 2014. Peter Marshall said, when we long for life without difficulties, remind us that oaks grow strong in contrary winds and diamonds are made under pressure. Yes, indeed. She was a true fighter. You could see it in her eyes. She was not born strong, she was made strong. Like Sarah Jordan imparted, she was sculpted to be her own hero when the world let her down. She kept picking herself back up and raised the bar even higher. Bear in mind, robust steel must go through the fire to establish its cogency, force, and vehemence. April turned it into greatness. Does it make a difference since we lost April? Yes, it does, family. By all accounts, Albert Pike articulated, "What we have done for ourselves alone dies with us, but what we have done for others and the world remains forever and ever." Can you imagine how difficult it is for the domestically abused to survive without a purpose in life? No pun intended, no hook needed, no spin necessary. Domestic violence owns the libs. Find your objective. Recognize that your raison d'etre, your usefulness, paves the way for hope. Your design in life will be your motivation and advantage to surge ahead. Without purpose, your ship is without a sail. Try never to tell your spouse or significant other it is over, especially when the chips are down. Look back, Winston Churchill, victory at all costs, victory in spite of all terror, victory however long and hard the road may be, for without victory, there's no survival. However, don't be fixated in being right and lose your life. A word to the wise, in being forward, George Bernard Shaw presumed that we cannot be heroes without being a coward. April was our hero. But wait! Is it interesting and boundlessly ambiguous to say silent in domestic violence and sexual abuse? The answer is no. For the reason this is the ultimate betrayal on your life, which is absolutely not a minuscule stumbling block. This is life or death in a struggle to overcome. The indicated is not a dumpster fire or a car wreck event. Consider what happened. The present is a precious life snatched away without any warning. In the year 2003, the Eastern Siberian Taiga fire devoured approximately 55 acres of land. But despite that, Ferdinand Fox said, the most powerful weapon on earth is the human soul. It's clear that domestic violence attempted to steal her quintessence, but April's courage was just like that Siberian Taiga fire. And you, family, yes indeed, we all must help to stop domestic violence and sexual abuse from killing our very own kind. There are theories that can be hypothesized that can work if we apply these principles. This is urgent. In this moment, one needs to be prepared to rifle through the next strategy and recognize that domestic violence arsonists are eager to traffic their self-absorbed ways and situate themselves with kindred gnomes in exchange for raw power to control their hostages. That's not up for debate. These are spineless, masochistic, hungry for power, rapacious individuals that make domestic violence their romper room. Family and friends, this is our new reality. Unfortunately, this is not a hold your bear moment. These folks are diseased, and dismissing this ginormous miscalculation will be catastrophic. He didn't even blink. Actor Michael Jace shot his wife, Jace, with zero remorse. He took her beautiful life away and told her with a loud jeer, before he ended her life, you can run to heaven now. Then a progression of deeds by Michael unfolded, having an immense collision, which was followed by the end of April's life in front of her kids. Beware of false knowledge. It is more dangerous than ignorance, expresses George Bernard Shaw. Living life in the adrenaline. She's gone forever, Michael. Gone. Lessons we can learn from Mahatma Gandhi. Brought to fore. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave, and the brave only. My deepest compassion to her dearest children, mom, dad, and siblings. From the beginning of this relationship, April was a loving mother and wife, but no one can tame the beast. That's exactly what Michael Jace was. Danger was in the water. He was still in that house, and disastrously April walked right into harm's way by believing he was not home. Like he said, lies, 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 and more lies. The time had come in this dysfunctional, decayed, flawed mind to self-destruct every good thing in sight. What happened was, despite all the goodness April presented in this marriage, he could not comprehend it. So the cowardice, gutless psychopath in him understood one language, and that was to torpedo everything in sight. Abusers never walk away without doing harm. That's their distinct signature statement continuously. Michael could not fathom what Thomas Jefferson said: the care of human life and happiness, and not their destruction, is the first and only object of goodness. Axel said the wild, cruel beast is not behind the bars of the cage. He's in front of you. Run, run for your life. What's the takeaway about domestic violence? Understandably so, Jim Watkins remarked. A river cuts through rock, not because of its power, because of its persistence. Domestic violence is now becoming a worldwide epidemic. Getting out with your life requires a no-excuse attitude and unearthing a way to do so immediately. Think of those who cannot change their minds, cannot change anything, indicates George Bernard Shaw. Lesson 2. After April Jace's story unfolds, the darkness of domestic violence yet again. As an audience, we can learn the triggers that can enrage our significant other and seek to protect ourselves. When the financial chips are down, never make that mistake. In all cases, every decision hinges on your life. At no time should you express your getaway plan. This journey commences with sheer desperation and continuance to make it out alive. You cannot give up. One more step, keep it moving. 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 You're almost there. Let's take into consideration what Lyndon B. Johnson said. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. The night may have been long, the valley may be steep. Victory, my friend, it will be yours right now. The impediments, barriers, hindrances, and stumbling blocks are part of life, and rationalization in the quagmire is not a virtue. This is a fight, like Mahatma Gandhi said. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. This is where time is of the essence, and that's all that counts right now. The sweet smell of perfume will come, and you will celebrate soon. Written by Dr.Andrea Sears. Our website is www.365daysasllc.net. Please like and subscribe.